1,603.80. It was a superfecta, I think. Yes, it was. The superfecta numbers 9, 3, 1, 4, 6 and 8. 9, 3, 1, 4, 6 and 8. And that superfecta not available yet. Here are the margins. In a terrific finish, a half a head, a short half head. A half a head, a short half head. 231.66. And the sectional run 35.84. And the superfecta news is coming up. The declared divvy of 50,739.10. The superfecta jackpot component 24,900 and something. It's just gone off our screen. Studios will bring that to you the moment it comes to hand.
To be precise, $24,906.93 is the jackpot component of the superfecta. That's Randwick. The Australia Day Cup going to terrific Taurus number 9.
On the tote at the moment, Mad Bob right on the mark, and the rest of them are at double figure odds. That's about the run through, Matt. Race 7 here due in 4 minutes.
Thank you. 120. They're all in, set to go, light flashing. Racing now. And Chairman's Choice jumped okay. Transferal out the back at the start. Danzarani, Peace Ruler, Kelstein and Sharp Rule with Mad Bob are all driving up, and Lawskin's up there too. So it's a real battle for the early positions, and it's being won early by Danzarani. Irish Jester goes with him on the outside, keeping Mad Bob working 3 wide. A length and a half to Sharp Rule, who's over on the inside of Correas, out 3 wide with Kelstein in the centre. 2 or 3 lengths to Lawskin, another 3 lengths to Chairman's Choice, 1.5 to Pinstripe. Peace Ruler went back to second last, and 3 or 4 to Transferal at the 700. Mad Bob working overtime, leading narrowly, 3 deep. Irish Jester's on the inside of him and retaining the rails 3/4 back. Danzarani. Correas doing it a little bit tough. Then Sharp Rule, Kelstein between horses. 3 or 4 lengths further back, then Chairman's Choice around Lawskin. Then Pinstripe, followed by Peace Ruler and Transferal. Coming to the turn, Danzarani again goes through on the inside to tackle for the lead. Correas out very wide, then Irish Jester. Next is Kelstein. Here's Chairman's Choice coming with his run down the outside. Past the 200, Pinstripe with a run too. Correas hits the lead. Chairman's Choice coming after him, and then Pinstripe. Correas rolled back to the inside. Chairman's Choice grabs him now. Peace Ruler with a late run down the outside. Chairman's Choice in front. Peace Ruler can't get there, and Chairman's Choice has won it by a length. Peace Ruler second. Pinstripe grabs third, just in front of Correas and then Kelstein. Back behind these to finish Danzarani, a break to Transferal, and they're trailed by Irish Jester, Sharp Rule, and at the end Lawskin and Mad Bob. Chairman's Choice has won. That's one for Lonnie. This is the horse that Lonergan Millam had such a great association with a little over 12 months ago, and Lonnie in attendance at Caulfield today, and Chairman's Choice has won for him. Trained by Ray Naylor, ridden today by Damien Oliver, coming from well back in the field. It's been a long while since he's been in the winner's stall, Chairman's Choice, but he's got there today with a grand finishing run. Second, 9 Peace Ruler, Mark Zara, and third, 4 Pinstripe, ridden by Nash Rawilla. Numbers are 1, 9 and 4. Fourth in went to 7, Correas, and fifth home was 3, Kelstein, 124.39. Just with the pressure that was on in that race, it was set for something to come from back in the field, and that's exactly what transpired there. Chairman's Choice finishing over the top of them and gives Damien Oliver a winning double. 430 and 180 for Chairman's Choice, and he got out to something like about $7 or $8 on track, so hugely did he drift. 430, 180, Chairman's Choice. 520 for Peace Ruler, 230 for Pinstripe. Daily double on 2 and 1 paid $29.50. Running double $34.30. Here's a Quinella, $54.80. The exacta 77 even. Trifecta $510.20. And the quaddies paid $2,551.20. 4, 2, 2 and 1, $2,551.20. Rightio, that wraps up race 7. 1 to go, the Arthur Phillip handicap. There are no changes. Race 8 at 5:10.
Number 7, and we're heading there very shortly. It's 5 minutes away. Right now, a break. Back with more right after this on Sky Racing.
How unlucky Majestically was. Fourth. Terrific Taurus, an Eyelash Restless, and Eyelash Raw Instinct. Anyway, they're set, they're ready, and they're off in this, the 7th of the day. Lakeside Folly best out. Nothing Like Her, the favourite, jumped nicely. Devious Pegasus, followed by the Queenslander. Then that's Crimson Gown. Then comes Diamonic Improving, followed by Princess Adelaide, Eyes and Tees, Rexter. Then Tap 2 at Smart Gold, and the last pair are Follow the Flame on the outside of Hasty Bell as they string out, entering the back straight. The favourite, Nothing Like Her, leads clearly now from Diamonic, travelling third. Lakeside Folly at the 14. Devious Pegasus running fourth, then Crimson Gown, followed closely by Princess Adelaide, a couple Eyes and Tees, about 2.5 to Rexter. Smart Gold next, then Tap 2 at second last is Hasty Bell, and Follow the Flame is last, about a dozen lengths from Nothing Like Her, who leads clearly. And down the back of the course, racing along towards the 1,000 marker, and the favourite, Nothing Like Her, a length clear on Diamonic. Travelling third is Lakeside Folly, followed by Devious Pegasus. Rider in the club's colours, and then Crimson Gown. Princess Adelaide, 2 then to Eyes and Tees, followed by Smart Gold, and then Rexter from Hasty Bell inside. Tap to it, and still Follow the Flame is last. 800 ahead of them on the High Street side. There's no change in the order, and Nothing Like Her dictates by 3/4 of a length on Diamonic. And then comes over on the inside Lakeside Folly. At its quarters the outside Devious Pegasus. Crimson Gown is locked away. And then Princess Adelaide, 2 Eyes and Tees, Smart Gold, Rexter, long margin, Hasty Bell, Tap to it, and Follow the Flames last. Princess Adelaide has broken down, unfortunately. Around the corner they travel. Nothing Like Her being nursed along, taken on by Diamonic. Over on the rails is Lakeside Folly, and a couple to Crimson Gown into the clear. And then comes Devious Pegasus and Eyes and Tees, but it's Nothing Like Her the leader. Lakeside Folly, Crimson Gown and Diamonic. Nothing Like Her's getting tired. She's shifting off the track, and Lakeside Folly zoomed up on her inside to head her off. Crimson Gown coming late. Crimson Gown, yep, got there the Queenslander. Crimson Gown from Lakeside Folly. Nothing Like Her prominent for third with Hasty Bell. Then came Rexter. Diamonic dropped out of it, followed by Eyes and Tees, and then came on the rail Smart Gold, and then Devious Pegasus. Follow the Flame, Tap to it. Unfortunately, Princess Adelaide is in a bad way. She's broken down at the entrance to the home straight, just prior to the entrance to the home straight, about 450 to go. Jockey is quite okay, and I'm referring to Corey Brown. Crimson Gown, number 2, ridden by Danny Craven, looks to have just got home here in the Paul Roos handicap. Lakeside Folly got the inside run, and then Crimson Gown came out after Lakeside Folly. Nothing Like Her was starting to drop off, and Crimson Gown came at Lakeside Folly, and as the line has been reached, Crimson Gown will get there by a whisker from Lakeside Folly, and the issue for third is fairly close too. Anyway, the winner will be, I'd say, Crimson Gown by Yamanin Vital. Harold Norman on the Gold Coast training her. She looked very well going out. Danny Craven aboard, gave her a lovely run from the rails. And here's the number 2 gets it. Crimson Gown, Danny Craven. Number 7 is second, and that is Lakeside Folly, ridden by Aaron Hugh. Number 1, third. Nothing Like Her, ridden by Glenn Boss. And number 3, Hasty Bell, made up many lengths from near the tail for fourth. The winner, Crimson Gown, officially has paid $6.50 and $2.10. Number 7, second, and that was Lakeside Folly, $8.70, and number 1, Nothing Like Her, got very tired, $1.60. The Quinella, $149.80. Exacta, $155.10. Trifecta, $953.90. The 2713 first for $7,265.80. 9 and 2 double. Terrific Taurus with Crimson Gown, $161.30, and the special div paid $19.10. The margins are half ahead, 2 1/4, 152.29, and the sectional 35.
Reset.
Yes, a fairly convincing win by Reset over 1,420 metres. The extra distance of the Guineas is going to be ideal for this this galloper. Dan Nicklick got off the horse and said that it will appreciate the up to the 1,600 metres, and he thinks today's run will top him off nicely for the Guineas.
Lloyd Williams has since also told us that they'll definitely pay up the late entry fee to run in the...
All in. All clear. Racing. And Lewinsky and Lodger got away quickly towards the outside. Suitors going fast along the inner as they settle into stride, and Reuben not far away. Academy Dancer shows no pace, and Kashkai is second last. Suit at the 1,000 metres with Highbury along the fence, the 2 leaders. A length and a half clear from Reuben, getting a nice trail on the outside of Pickpocketer. 2 lengths further back, Mr Murphy deep out, trailed by Lodger. Lewinsky very wide. Kashkai towards the end with Academy Dancer, who's got up on the rails. Highbury the leader by a neck to Suit, with. On the outside of these now, Reuben 3 wide, 600 left to go. Pickpocketer fourth on the inside of Kashkai, threading through the field. Mr. Murphy is outside. A length and a half, Academy Dancer. Lewinsky starting a run, and Lodger coming around the turn. Highbury Suit together, clear from Reuben, Pickpocketer, and then Mr. Murphy getting to the outside, followed by Kashkai and Lewinsky. Round the turn, Highbury from Suit. Reuben coming after them. Wider out, Mr. Murphy coming with his run, and then came Lewinsky and Kashkai at the 150. Suit, Highbury being joined by Mr. Murphy on the outside. Mr. Murphy getting up to Suit. Suit still had the lead though. Suit in front of Mr. Murphy and Highbury, and it's Suit for the money. Suit first, wins it by about a length on the line from either Highbury or Mr. Murphy. Photo finish for the Miners, and then just behind these, Reuben didn't finish his race off, and then Kashkai, Pickpocketer, Academy Dancer, Lodger and Lewinsky. The old boy has won it. Number 2, Suit, doing it from the front. A double for Darren Gauci, trained by John Hooks. 9 years of age. A son of Procol Harum, a Guineas winner here for the Inghams. And Fashions. Number 2, Suit, 860 and 240. Takes out the final event of the day. Photo finish for the Miner into the prize, and they've run 19.72. 19.72. 2 and a photo finish. Just waiting that number to come up for the Miner end. It's very nearly a dead heat for the second place. Judge will have, in fact, it is a dead heat. 1 Mr. Murphy and 9 Highbury have shared second. 2 and a dead heat between 1 and 9. Reuben disappointing in the run home. He did face the breeze 3 deep, just approaching the turn after having a fairly good run on this pace, but he didn't finish his race off. He was a bit disappointing there. Linked at a quarter by a dead heat in that time, as we gave you 19.7 today. Suit, a double for Darren Gauci, trained by John Hawkes, wins. Mr. Murphy and Highbury sharing the second place. Divvy's not through as yet. I'll leave that to Dean to sort out for you. Hope you managed to find a winner on what's been a very entertaining program of racing, with the 2-year-olds taking the highlights. San Zero winning the Colts and Geldings preview, and World Peace. I'll have to pay a late entry to get her in, and why wouldn't she? She was very impressive in winning the third race today. We'll sign off from Caulfield, wait to follow down the line, Dean, and look forward to joining you when we go racing during the week.
Good on you, Greg. Greg Miles there at Caulfield this afternoon. 2, 1 and 9, there's your totes. Although 10 for Bold Youth. Brother of Danny at 7.20. And that's about it. Nasrallah King over the page at 5.30 is in the market. Bobby Alyssa's on the top weight there, Energy Abounds, and we'll be hearing from him shortly. Right now, let's look at them in the yard, and that is number 1. That is Energy Abounds.
And the last in will be Lindy's Groom. Nasrallah King by far and above the best back runner, into 290 now in New South Wales. Further money, 280. 280. And they're all in for the last of the day. Over the 1,400 metres. Nasrallah King nicely drawn on the inside. Ready now. Way they go. Nasrallah King jumped only moderately. Actually, Fire Day first to leave. Energy Abounds got out pretty well. Then Brother of Danny, Bold Youth, followed by the heavily back Nasrallah King. Length and a half to Eco Warrior. About 3/4 Gatling Rosie. 2 1/2 Lindy's Groom. Energy Abounds to the lead now. And racing up past the 1100. Energy Abounds a length and a half. Brother of Danny, Fire Day. Bold Youth in the middle. Eco Warrior's out off the track, and the rider improving, followed by Nasrallah King. Then Gatling Rosie. And last is Lindy's Groom. They work their way to the side of the track and near the 800 marker. Energy Abounds under a good hold by Alyssa. Out by about 2 lengths on Brother of Danny. Fire Day the inside, and wider is Eco Warrior. And then Bold Youth around Nasrallah King, followed by Gatling Rosie, and 2 1/2 to Lindy's Groom. They lead the 600 in their wake, and it's Energy Abounds bowling along about 3 clear on Fire Day. By gee, it's running off the track. This leader, Energy Abounds, it's gone 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's got a real bee in its bonnet, this thing, and as they straighten up, it's still the leader, Energy Abounds. It's close to the outside rail from Brother of Danny, followed by Eco Warrior, Fire Day, and Nasrallah King over on the inside. Energy Abounds is still the leader. Here's Eco Warrior pegging it back. Nasrallah King and Brother of Danny. Energy Abounds is still in front. They've got 50 to go. Here's Nasrallah King on the inner. Nasrallah King right over them. Nasrallah King gets up from Eco Warrior or Energy Abounds, and then came Brother of Danny, followed followed by Lindy's Groom, and then a break to Gatling Rosie Fire Day, and Bold Youth brought up the rear. Nasrallah King has landed the bacon and has landed some nice bets. The big punters wanted one, Nasrallah King, and he hasn't let them down. Oh, gee, where's Energy Abounds? He, as I said in the call, he must have a bee in his bonnet, because he started to hang from around about the 600, and if he stays on the track, with due respect to Nasrallah King, I think he goes very close to winning. Anyway, number 9, Nasrallah King's got the prize. Eco Warrior's run was terrific. First up since June, he covered ground, and he's still there at the end. And Energy Abound throwing it away seemingly. The winner by Youthful Legs from Manahui, trained by Bobby Milligan. So it's some compensation for Bob, because Switched On Time bled during the 5th event of the day. So I think that might have been his second bleed. It wasn't clear on the steward's report, just said he's barred, but if it's only the first time, well, he's only barred for 3 months. It is not clear on the report that I've had. Anyway, he did bleed. So here are numbers on the last. 9, 3, 1 and 6. Number 9, Nasrallah King, J Ford first. 3 gets second, Eco Warrior, Chris Muntz. 1 is third, Energy Abounds, Bob Alyssa. And number 6 ran fourth, Brother of Danny. And the totes, the winner paid $270 and $140. $170 for second, $170 for third. The Quinella $810, Exacta $1140, Trifecta $39.80. And the first 4 paid $153.50. A short neck ahead, $124.17, $35.38. Winners: Milk Darren Beedman, Born to Conquer Darren Beedman, Uber Scott Pollard, Dark Intrigue Darren Beedman, Pride and Power Larry Cassidy, Terrific Taurus Larry Cassidy, Crimson Gown Danny Craven, and the last, of course, to number 9, Nasrallah King, landing some big bets, J Ford. Wait, we'll wrap it up as we say bye-bye to you from Royal Randwick.
Thanks, Ian. Ian Craig there at Randwick this afternoon, and Darren Beedman. Just about ready.